Yes. Awesome. Let's jump into it straight away.
So wait, so you said, well, I thought you said you got this from Neuro.
No, Railgan. Neuro
Yeah.
is a guy we can get replays from easily.
Oh, okay. I misread. So I was thinking that this was a Neuro versus Railgun game,
Oh no,
and that you. Okay.
it's one of his ZvPs. We've got Railgan in the north as the red Zerg, wishing his opponent good luck. And in the bottom
Sky.
corner, we've got the Protoss player, DiaBoLus.
Where is Railgun from?
That's a good question, actually. I do forget that stuff.
I didn't understand that chat either. The plus 40 odor. Do you know what that means?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I have no clue. But we do have a pool first from Railgun, and no gas being added just yet. So what's up with that? Usually, I mean, is this just a super safe build?
It's weird. It's just a pool first, I think. Like, that drone is just looking around. Where is it going?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. This is really
He's going to the third
bizarre.
location. What? He's checking for a proxy. This is an ultra safe build, that's for sure. Oh my god, he's still counting. What? He's expecting the forge first. What is going on here? I've never seen this.
About that, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
This seems to me like pure metagaming. I don't imagine that this is his standard ZvP. Right?
Oh no, they must be playing a series, surely.
Oh, block does go down there.
Yes.
Momentarily. But I think once DiaBoLus sees the Lings, and obviously the super late hatchery, he's not going to commit to any type of cannon rush. In fact, he's just getting his own Nexus, throwing up one defensive cannon.
The cannon will definitely finish there. No doubt. And there's the second one coming up, actually. The gateway is providing a full wall off. So the Lings have to go around, which is buying a lot of time for DiaBoLus, actually.
Yeah, it really is. Is the probe on hold position? Oh, he actually gets the wall up anyway. So it looks like this is going to be completely normal from here on out.
Yeah, there's no busting through this without the Baneling nest. The gas drones have been transferred to minerals, and an Evo chamber is on the way, which is indicating that we're going to see some Ling drops, actually.
Yep. Do you think, will he get the +1 melee with it, or is that usually foregone?
He very well could, but we still don't have enough gas for Ling speeds, so this is weird.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. So he's gonna drop slow Lings.
Yeah, I was actually wrong when I said that the drones got transferred. They never got transferred to gas. And we've got a third hatchery coming up. And in the proto space, we've got the Cybercore coming, and a cannon in the mineral line. So this is ultra safe from both players. Yeah. Completely unusual play. There's a slow Ling drop.
I was just going to say, so he actually just mined enough gas to make the drop overlord and pulled his drones right back out.
That's right. Ooh, it's a probe kill.
Yep, one probe trapped immediately. Pylon will go down. But I think this is just going to be more annoying than anything. It shouldn't do any type of serious damage.
Yeah. These Lings could be hugging the Cybercore or go up in the main as they are now. But they'll just find a cannon here. Oh, they're going after the cannon. That's a lot of Ling deaths right there. Stalker is out and is punishing the Lings in the bottom. And these guys are also going to die shortly.
Yep. Back at home, though, for Railgun, he's had his third base up for some time. Not yet mining, but he has just gone with a wave of 10 drones. So his economy is going to really get kickstarted with the larva from that third hatchery.
That's right. And there's way more on the way, as well as Link speed. But from the Protoss player, we've got the double Stargate. Things are getting real around here. And this is so far unscouted, so that Overlord speed is going to be a crucial part in this, especially considering that there's a Stalker chilling right here.
Yeah, and just as you say that, it looks like Railgun might be positioning his Overlord to the top right to come in for a scout. He has just started moving that there. Oh, it actually does stop now, but I have to imagine that he wants to get in there, scout really soon, because his Lings saw really nothing. I mean, they saw everything, like all of the buildings, but they didn't see the next tech choice or additional gateways, etc. So Railgun should be aware of the fact that DiaBoLus would have thrown down buildings as soon as those links were pushed away. So he should look for a follow-up really soon.
That's right. The next batch of gas is being spent on link speed and melee attacks and the Bane Nest. There's still no sign of Overlord speed being researched, and I think he's just going to try to sack the Overlord while further links are scouting the sides and blind spores have been thrown down. So I don't know. He's sort of been expecting it, I think. But the spores aren't going to do much because it's Void Race.
So he was killed by, or his Overlord was killed by a Void Ray there, which obviously lets him know what the tech is. He doesn't know that it's double Stargate, but tell me from the Zerg perspective, I think if you see Void Rays and you're expecting Stargate play, I don't think you prepare too differently if there's 1 or 2 Stargates, do you?
Well, Void Rays are a tricky beast. You do have to see that it's a double Stargate, but as there are 3 now and they're moving out, that's certainly going to be a big help. But no, in terms of preparation, there are certain builds that involve 1 Stargate and various other gateway units to pressure use. For example, there's the, I believe it's with 3 Void Rays, and you do a +1 blink attack, or with adapts, and both of them are actually really dangerous if you go purely against air with like queens. So what we're gonna see here is a layer.
And they're already putting in some work here. They've already taken out 1 queen, soon to be 2. Nope, transfusion goes down, but and a void rate goes down as well.
Yeah, these further queens are also at peril, and it looks like he's being baited over the spore, which is doing some major work, but is seemingly going to be bursted down before it kills another, and the drones have to run away. Meanwhile, there's a huge Ling run by and Baneling morph stuff happening, but they are only going to run into a relatively decent-sized Protoss army and the Mothership Core, which has definitely enough energy for a lot of overcharges. Fleet Beacon is going down, while the Void Rays are doing massive damage to the Zerg Natural. Are they going to get it? I think they are. There it is.
So, yep, the Zerg Natural goes down. The Lings do get in, and a lot of them go down to the Photon overcharges. Picked up a few kills as well.
So far, not a horrible trade. They killed a lot of adepts.
They did indeed. Looks like the rest of the Lings will be cleaned up here, but
they actually took out the Fleet Beacon. That's cool.
The Fleet Beacon?
Yeah, it had to be remade.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say, so even though Railgun lost his natural, he does already have a 4th and 5th base ups, as well as a macro hatch. So it's certainly not the end of the world for him. In fact, he's really not in a bad position. He's sitting on 75 drones to the 50 probes of DiaBoLus.
He's definitely in a fantastic position at the moment. This is a dream situation sort of for Zerg. He's making Hydralisks. He's got the upgrades running for the Hydra speed as well as the melee attacks and carapace.
And he's aware of the Fleet Beacon as well, so he should not be caught off guard by Tempests or Carriers.
Yes, his reactions are not completely reactionary to what he's actually seen. These 5 Void Rays are doing a bit of work. They're picking off Queens and Hydras. But at the meantime, we've also got these links running in and doing actual good work on the probes. Railgan is outnumbering the workers of DiaBoLus 2-1 at the moment. Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, the Void Rays, they're not being paid attention to, and oh my god, 3 of them!
3 go down, almost 4.
That was so close for the 4th one as well, yeah. Wow. Carrier has
Excellent trades
arrived.
there. Yep, I believe that is the first one. Yep, the first one is out. Fantastic trades there for Railgun. He's taken out 20 probes, and he took out, I believe it was 4 out of the 5 Void Rays that were attacking at his 4th base.
Meanwhile, Air Upgrade 2 is halfway finished. And if it finishes before these Hydras arrive, that could actually be very, very troublesome. Considering that there's going to be, what, 3 carriers? Maybe not
Soon
yet.
to be 3. Yeah, so right now just 2. If Railgun does attack, which he is doing.
Who's going to pick off the one of the overcharged pylons? Yeah. And he could be reaching the fleet beacon. I'm not really sure if I'm a huge fan of this fleet beacon positioning right there.
Yeah.
It's very exposed. The army is going in, and it was... Well, the force fields are definitely keeping the Zerg army out for now.
I'm not sure the fleet beacon is the best choice of building for a wall off. I'm going to be honest here.
I completely agree with this. Yeah, the Hydras for now are being pushed away, but at the meantime, Carapace level 2 is being researched, as well as ranged attacks and bending speed.
So, I was going to ask you about this. Railgun already has +2 melee attack. I would have thought that he would prioritize the missile attacks, but he went into +2 prior to getting his first missile attack. What do you think of that? With such
It's for the Banelings. It's for the Banelings, so that they can go in and hit the Adepts and Sentries. They are a very...
But Banelings... I thought Banelings don't benefit from attack upgrades, so I thought they only
Oh, they
benefit
do.
from Carapace?
They really do.
Really?
Yep. It just has a different symbol on them. But they benefit, yep.
Oh, for some reason, I always thought that that they just did a blanket amount of splash.
Yeah, fun fact. If you have a highly upgraded Baneling, I think it's starting at level 2, a single one can kill workers.
Huh.
As opposed to 2.
Yeah, I actually did. Yeah, I did not know that. I thought that it was a set amount of splash that they did, and they only benefited from the Carapace. I guess with that being said, though, I suppose they don't benefit from attack as much as Carapace since they are a suicide unit.
Yeah, I would say that.
But yeah, good to know though.
There's a Ling being barreled there. That's an interesting guy there.
Yep, there goes the fleet beacon.
It's a huge huge engagement here. Not much is happening to the Protoss army, but the entire Zerg one is being melted. Now the ground is completely devoid of any Protoss units. It's just the carriers. So this could actually come back to haunt our Protoss player, especially since the fleet beacon has gone down and it's being re-established as part of this wall again.
Wow, he's really determined to wall off with a fleet beacon.
You mean the wall beacon, right? Surely.
Yeah, right, the wall
beacon.
We've got 48
6th and 7th
interceptors
bases
right now.
Yeah, that's really a lot. That's getting scary. It's rivaling the probe counts.
And it looks like Railgun's response, interestingly enough, has just been mass Hydras for the most part thus far. No Spire tech.
Yeah, this is very interesting. He's actually going in and snipes the carriers by focus firing them, just taking the interceptor hits, not really caring what happens to these guys. Wow. Infestation Pit is down, as well as the Ultralight Cavern. We actually missed that. And Neuroparasite is being researched, and these burrowed infestors are all but ready.
There's something I have to point out too. Railgun is on 93 drones.
To the crazy high amount.
52. Yeah, that
huge
is
fungal.
Insanely high.
Now Neuroparasite is ready to use. just about getting into range at this point. These cannons are very low. Another poke could clear them out. But it looks like Railgan is taking it safe and he's retreating. He's getting chitinous plating as well as level 3 carapace and level 2 missile attacks, whereas DiaBoLus is getting level 1 air armor.
First neural does go down.
Oh, that's actually really cool. All this air army is being melted, and wow, the base is gonna go down. No doubt about that.
Yeah, there's no hope of defense here, in my opinion. An interesting thing about that engagement too is that Railgun actually neuraled the highest health carrier.
Yeah, that's definitely very nice micro right there. And GG is called. Railgun takes the game.
That was a really interesting game, and at one point there, right before that final engagement, Railgun was actually maxed, or he was at like 196 supply, and DiaBoLus was at, I think it was like 99 or something.
Kind of crazy if you think about it. Like,
yeah,
half the supply is drones.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what really struck me, because it's not as though he was just getting crushed the entire game and just didn't have army there at the end. If you look at the resources lost, technically he out-traded Railgun, which of course, Zerg typically is loses more resources. That's just how the race is designed. But I didn't feel as though Railgun just steamrolled DiaBoLus's army at any point. He just kept trading. And I guess because DiaBoLus was relying on such a high-tech composition and an expensive composition, he just couldn't pump out enough, whereas Railgun was overwhelming him with the superior numbers and less costly composition.
Yep, exactly. I mean, we are talking about 7 bases versus 4. Right. Not overly surprising that these traits are actually really good for Railgun. Yeah, I think that was excellent play.
7 bases, and so usually, like, when we see this in, I guess maybe a more quote normal game, when you say there are 7 bases, it's like 2.5 to 3 of them at most are actually saturated. But if we take a look here, I'm counting 1, 2, 3 fully saturated bases, and then like 2 almost fully saturated bases. So you're dealing with like a 4.5 base economy, like 4.5 bases that are actually mining.
Yeah, it's crazy high, the eco here. It's probably integral to the plan that he had here.
Yeah, just to continuously throw the primarily Hydras, but also Lingbane mixed in there.
Agreed.